Purchase. Consume with an
Took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means.
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Of course you did, my most trusted ameliorator. You never fail to amaze and impress.
Head Refresher Gould will fit right in, surely. Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be...
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They can barely even be...
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable? But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology. Oh, good to know, good to know. That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else? Excellent. Well, along with something extra for your effort. And more for converting Head Refresher Gould to the joys of... All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
So preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? Well, I appreciate the clarity, if not the lack of guile. For now, I suppose we'll remain uncomfortable bedfellows, if not ideological fellow travelers. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption?
As you will no doubt recall, it was responsible for creating the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan, our current operations manifesto.
That old hat again.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it devised is presently irrelevant. Regardless, I want it back under our control as soon as possible.
Protectorate forces occupy the area. All of them, it seems.
Yet, a skilled operator like you could lead the charge. Slip in where a larger, less cost-effective little sabotage, some well-timed calling of reinforcements once you retake Spiotin. Voila! The Protectorate are gone, at a fraction of the projected price otherwise. And if you have some calculations you want to run on it first, fine. Our goals align. Just give us the archive when you're done. Sure, it'd put you on the Order's bad side, permanently. hostily, but I'm certain you're prepared to accept that. Who cares if a bunch of bookish academics are mad at you, right? I await your additional queries with bated breath.
It's the former headquarters of the Order on Cloister. The Protectorate have it under control. You recapture it, our forces will...
There's a lift outside the archive from Spyreton. Once you activate it, all those troops will come spilling in to help you.
Oh, nothing untoward, I assure you. Some advanced planning for our eventual return to Halcyon to prepare for a little business with old rivals. Pull this off, you'll be handsome.
This is exactly the kind of surgical operation I recruited you for, and all eyes are upon you.
I can meet you there once you've breached its defenses. Call on me, if and when you need.
Splendid. You have a reasonable amount of my confidence. More than most.
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor. Those shunned by...
It's strange how I ended up here. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even. The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that... And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult in ruins.
My new position as the head of the Glorious Dawn should come in handy there. Any who refuse... What say you, Commander?
Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you... But please, give me an excuse to kill...
Betrayer! I am the savior of the Glorious Dawn. I will speak with your
I don't... that is... I can't... Hierarch! Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions like your broadcast.
Wolcott here blamed his lack of ascension in our ranks on imagined machinations on my part instead of the real cause. His thoroughly sycophantic
Well, this has been delightful, as always, Asahelia. What say I have my sycophants kill you now? Unless you have any further inanities to speak.
Just that I might have regretted killing everyone here if they'd not been following a disgrace such as yourself. But now, I'm going to enjoy it.
Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. How would such a thing even work? Yes, of course it does. Makes perfect sense. If it does, in fact, do such. Can never be too certain about things of such. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say. Then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue. I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
Why is the hierarchy the outsiders to the rift?
Something of great import is afoot. No one gets escorted to the rift. Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Barton said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rift.
That's preposterous. There must be some tomfoolery in that.
Is that Asa the betrayer? Why is she here? Why is she still alive?
If you can indeed control the rift, as you say, that changes things. It could force us to rethink our understanding of the rifts, but we are nothing if not truth seekers. We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
That's right, Wolcott. You think they won't listen to me now that I've shown I have power over the rifts? How'd you fancy your former acolytes tearing the flesh from your bones?
You're serious? You can't do that. I've been loyal to the Dawn. Please, let me live. We will give you no more trouble. Yes, of course. Acolytes of the glorious Dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour.
Reroute all disrupt influences.
We're up against a lot of Protectorate firepower. You got a plan, or are we just gonna fly by the seat of our pants as per usual?
Report them for mental refreshment post-haste.
I've got you covered, but I'd like to remind you that being set upon by an unexpected whirlwind of violence is also a great way to undermine a fighting force's morale.
Distracted, daydreaming on the job. Mental refreshment.
Now the Spartan's ours. We should look for some way to access the lift controls. Call the cavalry down from within.
Whatever you say, Command.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community, and sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
Professor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Gray gone astray?
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Aggressor at hand.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Do this, and I'll take care of him. Back off!
Still need a...
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates
By my neck.
reject individualism. too loud.
Oh,
Check enemy light just turned on.
getting hot flash. And the Johnny looking free.
Under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the console.
Dates, we round up. Remember those rejected grapple craft materials that got shipped here? I sold them to a protectorate officer who was low on supplies. Said it was imitation grapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down failed Auntie's choice.
Ignore that. I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material. Is a fellow subject appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment. It's not idea. It's the law. Are you mentally refreshed?
Got the lift working, did you? Aren't you an industrious one? Once you give the all clear, we'll head down to aid you. Message received. On the way.
Here comes our reinforcements, bought and paid for. Seems the corporatists know how to honor a deal after all.
We're crushing! As if our careers depended on it!
Those kills win!
What was in the... Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. No need for violence. I yield. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. Certainly. I recognize if you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. All right. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
So, this is where the math happens. Impressive.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the universal equation numeric. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistic, my express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
This thing seems unbalanced. I like it.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, Repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators.
If you're going to stand around whining forever, so best get started.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses two key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
If you're considering ever asking Aunties or the Order for help, it'd be better to restore what's broken with this thing than to cause more damage. Though, definitely not as fun.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occur. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. Inverting targeting protocols. There, any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the Archive are locked, however.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
out all disruptive influences.
Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Or not protected, at least. Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? Why? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive. You poor, dangling remainder. Your brain really... Originally, this was a subterranean network that let folks move between the critical components of the archive. But now, for us, it's a tomb. Hundreds of us have already perished within these frigid walls, and no doubt, the rest are predestined to join them. You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is... well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you. You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play, though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find... Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates archive heat. Go northwest. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled every... What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is and directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. No, a significant number of Auntie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous they'd barely be worth calculating, we've actually formed a truce. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certainly sleep better if I wasn't unceasingly concerned about their perpetual capitalistic calculating. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Watch yourself.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Calcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an anti-choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
Love a good killing spree!
This auxiliary pump is
Violence is the
I think we
answer.
can fix it in 2 ticks with the right tool.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
That wasn't intentional.
Never know when you're gonna need the odd toolkit. I'd hang on to that, where are you?
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
Bloodthirsty cultist. Both eyes open.
We're gonna need a fuse to activate this. Could find it nearby if we're lucky. Hope it happened quick, like.
Sure, my new neighbor is an odd fella. Fancies himself a man of
But
the
I'm guessing
wilderness.
not.
He took the control board for the Spiraton lift, so I know he's tech savvy. Just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone.
That should do it. All that's left now is to activate the system.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Unidentified.
Very
retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
To the Sovereign as loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually.
Coming up on some foes.
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me. Get in here. Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me.
Traitors pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor
Confess my
controls.
transgressions and
There,
accept
perform a manual
retribution,
override
and
to
I'll
allow
do so
extraction.
soon.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please... Get in here. Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please... Please don't hurt me. Please! I need to know how you access these machines. What did you press? I thought we tried everything. There is too much at stake to let you simply ignore me. Guards! Guards! That person's corpse!
Feasible things I'm about to...
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
That thing moving again. I've been known to hold a grudge, you know.
The system abides.
Over there, huh? What? Invasive elements! Taking cover!
Ready to spread the truth. It's almost dead.
destruction is impossible in the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Let me know when you need an extraction.
Go through them if necessary.
Forging ahead! Over. But appreciate it being cleared out.
Ready to take a hit over Commander. Just say which. Take a gander. What the? Invasion element!
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. Looks like we've some jumping to do.
No glory greater!
The idea is to kill them before you die. Back!
Plunging my firearm. The Protectorate endures.
Commander, watch your vitals!
The storage brick is on its way.
Ooh, an enemy.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Serve the console. And a Donnybrook ensues.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Advance!
Down. Reloading once more.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Target's taken leave.
Got some bad
Target's taken leave.
I am still in all of your prowess, and we will make good use of your key. We'll be coordinating.
Quite the go-getter. Bob's waiting for you inside.
Nice work securing the archive exterior. Went off without a hitch. Per our agreement, you'll take control of the archive, run your little calculations on the rifts, then hand the Calcaduceus over to us. How's that all coming along? Splendid. Believe you'll need to service the reactor and punch processing next. I heard some inside info about the upper levels from a scientist we used to have stationed up there. The reactor has systems that may be rewired to provide an advantage over Protectorate troops there. The Order stashed caches of useful items behind secret panels in punch processing and reactor control. I could share the passcode for a price. What? I solicit bribes from my employees all the time. Fine. Guess I do want you to finish up here. All right. Use the following phrase in the terminal on the top floor in the archive. Enumerative exaltation. That'll unseal the caches. All right, I'll leave you to it then. Check back later.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Reactor or punch card processing? I'm not embarrassed to admit I have an interest in seeing more of the innards of this computronic behemoth.
Idea!
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The list's locked down. You need special permissions to override them. Phew. Thank the sovereign.
That one ours?
Hey now, inventory bombs!
Pushing ahead!
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. The archive reactor reactor requires manual maintenance.
The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the reactor's backup security system.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
Bunker mech, get ready.
Not a live one.
They can take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Steady eye above.
I'll find my next tip.
Restoring the balance. Taking cover. Under his constant gaze. On to reload. I repeat. repudiate all Vapid commercialists!
I'm alive.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminants. With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Pitching a rod's likely the easiest way there. Things I can't think of how fast. Not one we'd survive anyway.
sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Until we sort out these shifting priorities, the archive's about as useful as a box of rocks.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician, to help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance, to hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system,
to bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
Eventually, yes. But proving that a utopia is even possible could be the first step in attaining it. In the meantime, shouldn't those who support our goals be rewarded? And those who oppose them rank lesser? Error, 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 error. Priority control access NUC unsealed. Initiate
Control access NUC. Huh. Sounds like my idea of a good time. Let's check it out.
Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of
security and plenty. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Stop and consider. What would your Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hits. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defeat. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Looking forward to seeing the results we get from processing that Rift data. For, purely professional reasons, of course.
Shall I proceed? Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. Well, perhaps we will discover a means to capitalize on the ascension of humanity. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
You got what you needed, right? I saw through the window. Looked like quite a time. Time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. Let's have it. Hand over the Calcaduceus. Oh, yes, that'll do. Look at that. Nice, sturdy design. We should start selling these things.
Yet, hello. I believe, together, we can discover a means to capitalize on the path to humanity's ascendance.
Never thought of using the Order's hoity-toity ambitions to turn a profit. But suppose it's all about selling ways to a new you. We'll talk. When you're all done here, head back on the undisputed claim. We'll discuss your next assignment.
Unless you're eager to explore more of Cloister, we should head back to the ship. See what the data leads. Thank Law. Hot shower? Here I come.